What's good, dudes and dudettes? Elliot here with Neanderthal Fitness. One of you guys asked me to touch some more on minimalism, because I haven't done a video in a while. That's true. I've got a big minimalism video coming up. I'm just basically waiting on a skip, essentially, to explain it to you. I currently live with my other half's parents, which sucks balls, but, you know, that is the way it is. Essentially, they've got quite a few kids, and as they've moved out, they've left a lot of stuff here. My other half is not a minimalist, and, you know, she will admit that she has probably too much stuff that is clutter and stuff she doesn't need. So basically, in the coming weeks, they are going to get a skip, and we are basically just going to decimate everything in the household. So it'll be kind of cool that I'm going to go through and show you guys like what we have before and what we have after, you know, and show you how a real proper minimalist clear down would go. But anyway, on with the show. Today's video is going to be a new series. I'm just going to call this the Minimalist Corner, and I'm going to do like an episode every week or every couple of weeks. I haven't really decided yet. Obviously, the main part of this channel is still fitness, but minimalism is to do with mental and spiritual fitness. So, you know, I think it fits, and obviously it's been quite popular, quite a few views on it, people enjoy the stuff. So, Minimalist Corner, once a week or one every 2 weeks is what we're going to do. So today is just going to be minimalism in a nutshell. So for any of you guys who don't really know much about minimalism or don't fully understand it, this is for you. And obviously any of you guys more in-depth knowledge of minimalism, you may still learn something or you may still enjoy the video, so stay tuned nonetheless. So what is minimalism first and foremost? Minimalism is a movement which has gained steam a lot recently in the last couple of years, which is essentially you have more life if you have less stuff. So you get rid of a lot of clutter, a lot of the stuff that you never use, you stop wasting money on things that you never use or don't need, and as a result you have a more enriched life. And there are quite a few reasons behind that which we'll get into, but that's kind of the overarching effect, is learning to live with less and get more out of your life as a result of living with less. So am I a minimalist? I consider myself a minimalist, yes. I'm not like a pure minimalist. There are some people who take it to extremes, and they have like docked down their belongings to 100 belongings or even 40 belongings. Probably some guys are like 20 or 10. And, you know, one day maybe I'll go in that direction because I love just being able to carry everything in a backpack. But for me, that's what minimalism is. It's everything I own can go in a backpack or in the car, you know, for larger items. If a car is one of the items you own, what I like to think of minimalism as a basis is that you are free from the constraints of where you live. So you don't have a big house to fit all your clutter in. You have a house that is the appropriate size for you, or a flat, apartment, caravan, boat, whatever it is. You have a home that is appropriate size for you. And you don't just, if you've got a big home, you don't just fill it with stuff, right? I always strive to be able to put all of my stuff in a rucksack and take it with me. So if I ever find myself homeless, or I ever find myself in a situation where I want to move to a new city or whatever, you don't have all that luggage and stuff. And a lot of that came from going on holidays, and you spend so long waiting for the luggage thing, and stuff gets damaged. And so from there I was like, okay, I only ever want to travel carry-on. And then it kind of extended from there to, I wanted to go from travelling carry-on to being able to carry all of my things all the time. So I could walk up and down the country if I wanted, and I could carry everything I own on my back. As I say, if you own a car, if you have, you know, more money than guys who don't really have enough money to run those things, then yeah, definitely enough stuff to fill your boot. So, you know, as long as you can take everything with you, I would still consider you a minimalist. If you have a house that's full of stuff, loads of stuff, then probably not. But, you know, you don't have to be able to take everything with you, because minimalism isn't about getting rid of stuff you use or that improves your life, it's getting rid of stuff that doesn't, mainly clutter. So I'm not saying you can't have a TV if you're a minimalist. Of course you can have a TV. If you have a house, or like I said, a boat, caravan, whatever it is, you can have a TV if the TV enriches your life. You can have a computer. Of course, I have a computer. I have the camera because I do a lot of vlogging stuff. It's kind of part of my work, so I need that, and I enjoy watching YouTube videos, writing, things that I use the computer for. So I have no desire to get rid of that, and I won't get rid of that probably ever. But yeah, if you like to watch a lot of TV, have a TV. Obviously everybody likes to sit down, so have a couch. But what we're talking about is don't have just all this clutter, like piles of old magazines, piles of newspapers, hundreds of t-shirts you never wear. A week is 7 days long. Do you really need more than 7 t-shirts? Arguably 8. If you wore a t-shirt every day, and then on Monday you wear t-shirt number 8 and you stick the 7 back in the wash, and then miraculously you've taken up less space. But what is the real reason behind this? The real reason is that clutter creates stress. If you have a cluttered living environment, you find kind of tiptoeing around, going over piles of stuff because you don't have space to put it all away. The tidying work is never done because you don't have sufficient space to store everything. And on top of that, money, the monetary issue of buy, consume. If we're going out and we're buying new things all the time, we're buying new phones, we're buying new TVs, new surround sound systems, whatever it may be, we're spending a lot of money when you might find the PC you already had or the TV you already had, was perfectly adequate, fit for purpose. It wasn't broken. It did everything you needed it to do. You just wanted the new thing because that's what materialism tells us we want, right? We want the newest, best thing. But £500 in your bank account will grow and get interest, and across 10 years you'll get a lot of interest from that £500. And the TV, as soon as you buy it, that £500 TV you've got your eye on, you buy that, and then the value diminishes. Yeah, you could sell the TV in 10 years and it'd probably be worth 100 quid or less. The technology advances so quickly, you just lose value on anything you own. So money is much more valuable to you. And I don't advocate that life is all about money, but everyone needs money, and everybody needs to be able to pay the bills, have mortgage, put food on the table. And if you spend less money on stuff you don't need, your bills, everything, come down because you're using less electricity, less gas to power all of these gadgets, and then you can work less. Oh my God, right, you can work less. So you're working 35 hours now. Maybe you can drop it in a year to 30 hours. Maybe another 6 months you can drop it to 25 hours. And suddenly you're opening up this world of having more time to yourself. So minimalism is about so many things. It's not just saying get rid of things willy-nilly that enrich your life, but look at your possessions and think, what do I use, what don't I use, what annoys me when I see it in the way, when it makes a mess, what can I stop spending money on, how can I save money so I can work less, spend more time with my family, spend more time with my friends, spend time painting, doing whatever creative pursuits you do, and that for me is minimalism in a nutshell. You get more out of life if you focus less on the stuff. So a great exercise, something that the Minimalists, if you've ever seen their blog, the Minimalists, they kind of really kick-started the excitement about minimalism in the last couple of years. But they did an interesting TED Talk where they said basically they had a party, they boxed everything up. This one guy put everything into boxes, and then over the next month he would unbox things as he wanted to use them or as he needed to use them. So obviously they unboxed the couch first, then they probably unboxed the TV, then some kitchen stuff, plates, bowls, cups, things they needed. But after a month, anything that he hadn't taken out of a box, anything he hadn't used or needed or wanted in a month, he got rid of everything. And then suddenly 50% plus of his stuff was gone, and he kind of realised, whoa, I didn't need all this stuff, I didn't want that. And then that's when you don't have to clean as much. You respect your possessions more because you're not just replacing them willy-nilly with other stuff. You spend more time with your friends because you've got space to have them over to come and have food, right? Because you haven't got piles of old magazines and newspapers around. it's completely the opposite of hoarding, and I think it leads to a healthier state of mind. So that's the video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and as I said, the Minimalist Corner will be coming to you. So each week, or every other week, however often I do it, there will be more information about minimalism, another minimalist topic. So any particular topic you want me to touch on with a minimalist view, hit me up in the comments and I will do that for you. Peace out, brothers and sisters. See you in the next video.